Yeah, you want a podcast that'll bring you the worst. I offer sherm to the teak, I'ma let it burn. Native to the city, born child, just a regular Tom. Till I put that blue tiger fitted on and became a dawn. Now I'm freshly made, homegrown, Detroit soul. Motor City style, you see the old English D on the front of the crown. When the crew is in the building, it's about to go down. Turn your devices up loud, we the talk of the town. We the new trend up next, live the show on the net. You wanna talk about it, live and direct. But make sure you got that navy blue new arrow on deck. BTF, Detroit talk, now that's BTF. Old English decaps to the back, that's BTF. Detroit mind state, we grind, that's BTF. We call it how we see it fresh all across the net. Real Detroit talk, now that's BTF. Old English decaps to the back, that's BTF. Detroit mind state, we grind, that's BTF. We call it how we see it fresh all across the net. Blue Tiger Fitted Podcast.
Blue Tigers Fitted show. We are back, internets. What up? Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone else. Shout out to you, regular ass time.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Kel.
Hey.
Tick still MIA, he's still out doing his daddy daycare and
real life shit.
Yeah, real life shit. So shout out to him. I admire the kid for that, man. I ain't gonna talk shit this week. I'm gonna stay cool this week.
What?
Shit, fuck that. I will. It's been very mellow around this bitch. Very mellow for the past 3 weeks. And I enjoy it very much.
Right out the gate, huh?
Hell yeah. I don't give a fuck.
It's a different kind of
That's my nigga though, so he know what's up. Yeah. He would talk the same shit about me if I was out of town or some shit. So I don't give a fuck.
He would though, you're right.
It's facts. He's done it. It's payback.
It's been a whole new vibe though without him.
It has.
But we wish him well. So we'll see him next week, man. Same old shit in Detroit. It's gloomy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be gloomy all week. And I'm over
raining.
It. So, but we back here again to entertain. I know Kels was mad that she said I'm having a case of the Mondays. And
yes.
I don't know.
Yes. What is that about?
It's gray. It's gloomy. It's like 40 degrees and rainy. It's terrible.
Okay.
So shout out to you if it's 90 degrees where you are.
It's 90 degrees with me on the inside. So I'm happy.
You got nothing but joy on the inside.
I do. It's Happy Monday to you. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Man.
So I'm going to just throw a little that way.
Yeah.
Please. Tom, I don't know how she's doing it.
No, I don't either because I got a case on Mondays my damn self. So
man, talk about gloomy gussets.
It just ain't whatever. It just ain't that. I just ain't feeling it today. Like I'm glad the day is coming to an end, and I'm gonna start tomorrow off even better. But I think the weather has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm just.
Are you one of those people you believe in the sun? And
yeah, I'm like Captain Planet.
Like you need that shit.
I'm Captain Planet. I'm dead ass. I'm Captain Planet.
You got
I'm dead ass. I need that shit. Like I need the sun, all that shit. I need all that.
Are your kids summoning you and shit? Like
yeah, facts. Dead ass. If they don't come together, then I'm just like, oh God. But I need like some sun, some warmth. I need all of that shit. It's time to be able to go outdoors, work in my yard, go sit by some water, something like that. Like I'm just.
What about light therapy?
What?
Light therapy.
I don't even like lights like that. I prefer to be in the dark.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a special kind of light that you buy, and No,
I want some real shit. I'm sick of artificial stuff.
That sounds like
something. I want real, like, be able to go to a beach, go sit by the water, feel a warm breeze, watch people, listen to music. I want that. I don't want to buy. I don't want to spend X amount of dollars on some light that I plug into my wall in my house to make me feel better. I just don't want that.
That sounds like something the whites would do.
Facts.
You know
but
that sounds like a tanning salon or
bed. Yeah.
Some liposuction or some shit.
What?
It just does. It's artificial shit. I want real shit. I want real.
I hear you.
Like, go somewhere. I mean, I'm kind of feeling what Sharma said. I haven't been on any trips in months. And if any of y'all listen to the show from the beginning, y'all know how much, like, I'm not here because of trips and I haven't taken. So I guess I'm kind of like going through withdrawal or some shit. Yeah, I really don't know.
Getting antsy.
But I literally almost punched a kid today.
And,
like,
what?
I didn't even feel a way about it. Like, I didn't even feel a way. Like, I literally was like, damn, I missed the opportunity to punch that kid. Like, I'm dead ass serious. I went to the store. This punk ass kid. No, it's a gas station. I'm trying to get the fucking pump. The bus stop is right. Shout out to the Shell right here on 7 and Outer Drive, black on. Shout out to that. But I'm sitting there trying to pump my gas. Punk ass kid's waiting for the bus at the bus stop. His ass is standing at the fucking pump, like on the pump, on the edge of the pump, waiting for the thing. So I pull up. most normal people will move the fuck out of the way so I can get my pump. No. This punk ass kid in his now later is just gonna stand his ass there and not move. So I'm like, yo, can you get the fuck out of the way? I need to pump my gas. And he's like, no, I ain't getting the fuck out of the way of shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck you up, you little ass nigga. And he just looked at me like, you ain't gonna do shit. And I'm just like, I want to punch this kid in the fucking face. And then the bus pulled up, so he ran and got on the bus.
Oh, well, I'm glad you didn't punch.
I'm glad you didn't punch him either. We don't need you going.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
you don't need
normally Tom love the kids, so I wouldn't do that shit. But like I said, I feel like I'm going through a withdrawal or something because I haven't been on any trips. I keep getting teased in Detroit by sunshine. Yeah. We'll get like one good ass day, and then later that night it'll be snowing and shit. And I'm just tired of it. Like
Wow, you guys are really fatigued from this weather.
Yeah, it's the weather. That's all it is.
It's the thing.
Everything else is fine. Work, all that shit, like whatever. I might not want to go to work because of the weather, but it's the weather. Like so literally, I'm Captain Planet.
How do we get these moods elevated? Like, do you guys have like a plan or?
I need to make a trip. I got to make a trip.
Okay.
Because this weather this week is gonna suck.
How soon you think you can make a trip? Because I think you like need to leave tomorrow.
It probably
like
won't.
Now.
It probably won't even be for like a month
like
before I
pack
can
you
do
a
something.
suitcase,
I wish.
Throw a toothbrush in a
bag.
bag.
If somebody want to, donate to the Time Travel Fund, I'm with it. But we got bills and shit over here, so
I mean,
I just can't up and go like that.
We're not gonna donate to your travel fund, but we will shout out the homie Brandon Rogers who's out here going through it, man. Yes. Shout out to him in Las Vegas, who's personally got a GoFundMe page set up right now. We know he's been dealing with some cancer issues and side issues off that, and he's just out here looking for support from the internet and the BTF family and the BTF crew. Tom brought that up. I know he's out in Vegas. That might be a good spot for us to go kick it out in Vegas. Yes. Say what up to B Rogers. Kick it about shoes, show that man a good time. We can figure some things out. I'm sure we'll hear from him. But I would like the internet to go out and visit our page and hook up with him because you can get through his GoFundMe page through our account on Instagram.
Facts.
And that way, you know what I'm saying, you can help him out in what he's going through, man. He's real cool people. He's got his own show out there. I noticed he hadn't done it for a little bit, so I kind of figured something was going up. So prayers out to that brother, man.
Yes,
we hoping for the best for him.
Yes.
So shout out to him. Yes. And also shout out to the homie LV over at the Daily Brew podcast. He's doing his thing, always out representing Flint. I don't know if he's out doing nothing new. I don't know if y'all just seen him, but I know he's out doing something.
I swear he looks like he's like taking classes to be in commercials and shit.
He might be.
Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, I swear I see him in like, he has that look like he's in like all kinds of fast food commercials and all that shit. Like, he looks like that. Like,
Black guy number 4?
Yeah. Okay. So shout out to him because he's definitely getting money somewhere. So
shout out to LV,
shout out to LV. Cool ass dude.
Yeah, shout out.
So props to them, and that's good, man. But moving on to it, Kels, you mentioned it was a week. I was just thinking about it, and I think a little bit of what got me down, and I don't want to ruin too much for the internets who haven't seen it, but I think Game of Thrones and Avengers Endgame kind of, add to the melees of the whole situation out here because it was some real powerful shit this weekend that went down. I don't know if obviously the internet's aware. So, I think a little bit of that carryover kind of bothered me. You know what I'm saying?
Just processing all of that.
All of
trying
it.
to connect to that energy is
like, now what? I don't this is like 12 years of my life. I don't know if it's
like
that
a
long,
relationship,
but
like y'all broke up now. What right?
God, yeah.
You got to start dating all over again.
and that's I got to find a new TV show today. I don't know, so that's part of it. And I mean, I know both you guys. Shout out to Freshly Made Music. I know he hasn't seen either one fully yet, but I know you guys seen them both.
I mean, shout out to us for all being fans enough to be pretty much caught up to date.
Yeah.
Because I know fucking BTF Teak, that motherfucker's on like season 2 of Game of Thrones.
Really?
And really didn't care if he saw Endgame or not. I don't fuck with that shit. If he was here, I'd tell him to his damn face. That's an insult. But for one, shout out to y'all for that. I just wanted to make sure I said that about you guys.
Did you guys encounter a lot of those people? Because I know we were all day 1, day 2 people. Myself, I caught it at 9 a.m. unbelievably. I didn't even know they were showing movies that early, but fuck it.
I think they did it just for that. Like, I caught it right after work on Thursday.
Yeah, I went
and I was at
Thursday.
the 7:15 show.
Yeah, we went to
Okay.
the 8 o'clock show.
Yeah.
And we sat in like the little cuddle couch, like at the Imagine, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you go to the fancy
Yeah,
theaters.
we went to the fancy. My daughter actually bought us tickets.
Yeah.
Nice. That was sweet.
And she's a sweetie.
That was sweet.
And we sat there, and my 9-year-old sat and watched the whole. So it was good.
Mhm.
Like to keep a 9-year-old at 8
Mhm.
o'clock at night for 3 hours, it was
Oh, yeah.
it was really really good.
That was full sacrifice for him.
Yeah, yeah. So it was really good, and I enjoyed it. But we had like a little mourning period,
Really?
because I mean it's just kind of like the end of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I think that
That's how I felt walking out the theater. Like, okay, that was dope, and so and so's not here no more, and this
Now
guy's
what?
not
Now what?
gonna be there.
it
and-
does suck, but I think it ended well.
By the way, I'm going to try to do this as spoiler free as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
we're gonna try.
Try. Yeah.
Sorry if it happens, whatever. But I think it ended well. I felt like there was closure
yes.
to it.
I think
I
so,
didn't
too.
go away from it like, man, they could have did this, they could have did
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
I was completely fine with like
Yeah.
the fact that okay, this is it.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Disney is not about to make it be the end of Marvel movies. Yeah, there'll be more, but it's not
Mhm.
as far as that casting the original, Avengers that we've, come to love, where they're, with the Iron Man and Hulk and Thor and
Now, I
Hawkeye and all of them. It's that part of it
Yeah.
is
You're right.
done.
It's like the first class, basically.
Mhm.
Now, I forget what the number we predicted, but the official number was 1.2 billion over the opening weekend.
Yeah.
that's
And I think
crazy.
it said
Which
it
is-
costed $350 million to
Which
make.
so it's all profits from here on out.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And I don't know if that's just in North America or what.
That's
that's
global.
worldwide.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay,
global.
okay. Let's
But
see.
even still, that's like a feat in itself. I
Yeah.
think I'm pretty certain they will probably, if they don't pass it, they're going to get damn close to Avatar. As far
I
as
thought they passed it.
Yeah.
no, well, as far as because Avatar, I mean, that's of course the whole time it's at the theaters or whatever. But
Yeah.
as far as the opening weekend, yeah, it surpassed it, but it has to stay on that trend. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because Avatar like just kind of blew shit out of the water, and it was like number one. It still is number one
Really?
since it came out. Yeah, it's number one as far as gross movie
Wow.
ever to exist.
So
Yeah.
I know it's the Russo brothers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Directors.
yes,
so
yes.
they said that's their last Marvel movie.
Really?
I believe I read an article that
That
said
sucks.
Yeah, that's
they were done. So I guess
That
they're kind
sucks.
of like tired.
They've held down for damn near 15 years. No,
Yeah.
for 12 years.
Yeah.
2007. So
I think it's going to be interesting to see new directors come in and see what they're and new writers and I'm hopeful.
I know they got my man back for Guardians of the Galaxy.
the one that ran into he got me too.
Well, the one
or
they
whatever.
fired him, yeah.
James Gunn.
But they end up hiring him back because they realized, like, okay,
yeah, the director.
this ain't gonna work.
Okay,
But
yeah. he was a part of the franchise.
yeah, as far as like movies though, like you had what's my man that did Black Panther? He also did Creed 2. He did not Creed 2, but he did Creed.
Yeah, shit. I don't know why.
Whatever the
Eric
hell
Gray
his
popped
name.
in my head, but
Huh?
it's not him.
Yeah, Wire Cooler. He didn't. He's not.
Yes.
He's one and done with Black Panther. He
He's
said,
not coming back.
yeah, one and done. That's just what he does with movies.
Yeah.
Period. He did it with
they're
Creed. He just
looking
one and done.
they're looking for someone to
Wow.
write
Yeah,
Black
he,
Panther.
He'll be a producer, but that's just what he's announced that from jump. He does not do sequels apparently.
I mean, I get it, but he's got to. I want him to hand select the guy who's going to make the next one. Yeah.
I still don't think, even when it does come out, I don't think it's going to be like the first.
You don't think so?
I just think because we didn't know we went into it not knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
You can't get that back.
Yeah.
Now the bar is set so fucking high.
Yeah.
Like anything less is going to like suck.
I see what you. Yeah.
We're going to like pick it apart. Like, oh, this wasn't like the first. Da da da. Okay, just remember it's still Black excellence all day.
Well,
But
let me ask you this: from a movie aspect, the entertainment point, what did you think of Black Panther in the movie?
Oh my god!
Because obviously, this ain't a spoiler. The motherfucking show's back up.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It definitely was a
that's gonna
spoiler.
happen.
I think it was more.
It definitely was a spoiler.
That's not a spoiler.
It was.
But
I
it's
think in
whatever.
the Black Panther movie, it wasn't so much the movie itself, but the movie experience and being able to go in there and see and look and kind of, you know, when you're the only black person in the room and another black person walk in and you give that eye, you know, that was like, but you've seen that like 30, 40, 50 times walking in there and seeing other people with their Wakanda outfits on or with their black power shirts on, and you felt like a sense of pride going in there to see it.
See, that's like the third time. I think the first time you was going in there like, all right, this might be the shit, it might not. But then that first 10 minutes, you're like, oh yeah, sit back, time to enjoy the show. This is some new shit. I don't know what to expect. Some African nigga just flew off in a spaceship. It's time to go. I don't know what's happening.
I mean, I guess since we kind of like, you know, well, if you're a true Marvel fan, you know that Black Panther is going to come back because they're doing a sequel. You know that Spider-Man is going to come back because they're doing a sequel. So these are things like, you know, whatever. So it's not really a spoiler, but you get it.
Yeah.
But the way that they came back to me was like everything for me. Like that, just the look that they gave when they like came back was just like, oh shit! Like this is crazy. It was like because they realized that they had been gone, for however long, and then just like
now that is a spoiler.
That is a spoiler.
That wasn't a spoiler. Okay, you know that they fucking it though. You get what I'm saying? Like, how do you not? I know. What the fuck you think? It's just fucking.
I know.
No,
I read a really good.
I didn't spoil shit.
I read a really good article that is speaking of black excellence. I read a really good article that gave a head nod to the Blade movies. Really? You know, as an introduction to the whole Marvel trend.
I agree.
Because of its success, it opened up the kind of the door for. I
agree with that.
So somewhere Wesley Snipes is pissed off, is what you're telling me.
I don't think he's pissed off.
No,
but I think like that was the actual. I know they say like Iron Man was the start of it, but I think Blade was the start.
Blade was the one that said we can make a movie. Oh, we can do this shit, and it can be dope, and it can make money. So
and you can fucking cuss in it and shit.
Yeah,
like, I thought
people still gonna fuck with it.
Like my all-time favorite line in any fucking
wait for it.
Motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill and shit. I love that shit. Like that is the coldest fucking superhero line. I love that. I need that shit. If you know somebody, anybody that's listening, if you know somebody that can make good shirts, or either that shirt exists, I need it. Like I need it like ASAP. I need 7 of them so I can wear a different one every day.
We're gonna hook you up. So obviously that
first I didn't spoil nothing. Trust me.
Let's move on.
I did not. I swear I did not. Watch, you'll see.
We're going to go down the winding road. We're going to ruin the whole movie for his ass. Right?
Yeah, I'll tell the whole shit.
And the rest of the internet.
I'll tell the whole shit. I don't give a fuck.
But on to the
I'll do it minute by minute. I don't care. I really give zero fucks.
No shame.
Yeah, no shame. Like,
I don't care.
God.
Sidebar, because I came home after the movie and I saw like a CNN article on Facebook. I'm like, fuck it. Let me read it. Click through the comments. First comment I see. Every spoiler listed in chronological.
Fucking dickheads! I can't stand y'all, man.
I'm like, what kind of motherfucker?
That's why I just stayed off the internet. Like, I can't stand people. People just do that shit just for the fuck of it. Like, and they put some shit to where the moment you see it, it's an instant spoiler. Like, I hate that shit.
Our own crew member was guilty of it today, Tom, as Kale's kind of
for Game of Thrones, huh?
Well, the thing about Game of Thrones is, if you've been keeping up, they finally did the big winter's coming, and here comes the war against zombies versus man, whatever.
Yes.
It's fucking all standing. I think they spent like $50 million on this one episode, some crazy shit.
Shout out to the Starks.
Took them 55 days to film the episode. It was epic, basically, right? So
y'all see what I did there?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you know, the House of Stark.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Winners hashtag
Game of Thrones.
So we getting there. It's a big moment.
Fresh, I didn't say shit, bro. I said the Starks. That's a whole bunch of people.
I know, right?
It's like 8 of them. Relax, you're good.
As this one's, it's not officially.
Well, now it's only 7.
It's not officially over, but it's getting there.
It's getting there, right?
As they wrapped up a shit ton of storylines.
I think they got 3 more episodes. Is it 6 episodes?
It's 6 episodes altogether.
Yeah, so 3 more.
So this was like the one of the bigger like chunk of story.
Yeah, this is the longest episode.
Are we doing spoilers in this? Because I had a few problems with this episode.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Well,
He's
Oh,
seen
I'm just talking
3/4.
about the way it was filmed.
He's seen. No, you can
it
talk
was
about
dark.
that.
Yeah, the darkness.
I thought the darkness.
Oh my god.
I mean, I get
Yeah.
it. They were fighting in the dark. I
Well-
didn't like. I thought it was really. It was dark.
A
gotta-
nigga
you
like
gotta
me
do
watched it
better.
on this big motherfucker, so I was great.
Okay, well, I watched it on my Walmart TV,
I was
and
like,
on
that
my
shit looked
Walmart
great.
TV, it wasn't working.
The shit looked
You know?
magical on here.
I know,
The
yeah.
scene, what you saw, you said 3/4. What was the last part you saw?
When Night King raised the dead.
Okay, cool. You good. So the scene where the spoiler alert. So the scene where the dragons and they go up
Oh yeah.
and it was down there in space.
Yeah,
that shit looked beautiful. Like it looked absolutely beautiful.
So, in other words, watch it on a TV that's not my cheap ass Walmart
Yeah.
TV. Is
I'm
what
about to
you're
say,
saying.
I
Okay.
appreciate the regular ass humble brag right there.
I could cue
right,
I could
yeah,
definitely cue
right.
that shit up, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
With
Yeah.
y'all
I
could
cheap
cue that
ass
shit up.
TV.
No, get like me.
No, I'm just saying, like it's real
When
shit.
you
Like
grow up,
2-inch ass.
I get it because my TV upstairs. Fuck that. Like I watched it.
740 ass.
I've watched it 3 times. It just came out, but I watched it 3 times. Upstairs,
Yeah.
No, I get 100% what you talk about. The shit was. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't see shit. But here I was able to see it.
I also thought that the fight scenes were too long. I
No.
got tired watching.
No,
them.
I think they did it right because they went off to like little side stories. They focused on each person, so it wasn't like a constant like. Everybody's comparing it to because it beat the Lord of the Rings as far as the longest fight scene. Lord of the Rings was just straight all battle. Like the whole fucking 45 minutes was just fight. Like you got exhausted. Like God damn. Like okay.
I liked the Lord
Well,
of the
this
Rings,
one
though.
I love it too. But with this, they at least went to. You at least went to go focus on Grey Worm for a little bit, or you
Yeah.
got to focus on Sansa for a little bit, or whoever you
So
got
you like
to.
that side story.
Yeah, you
kinda
got the little
chopped
side
up.
story, but in the background, the fight was the background. The fight was going on the whole time, but it's just like you got the
Well,
little
these
side
are
story.
just my little list, and why they send the people of color out first to get killed?
Oh man.
I had a problem with that.
You know what's
Listen,
crazy?
listen.
I knew. You know what's crazy?
Listen.
I knew you were going to bring that up. I dead ass knew you.
I thought the
problem
same
with that.
thing though. So, and
Huh.
I will say this: if you're a regular Joe and you don't fuck with Game of Thrones, why should you even bother? Why should you even listen to what the hell we're talking about right now? What is it in the show that you see?
Because the Dothraki is supposed to be like bad, badass. And
Not
stuff.
compared to them motherfuckers. They won't.
No, they was gone. They was dead. They was dead.
Mm,
I
that's
was-
all bad.
I was really upset about that. That like really pissed me
I-
off. And okay, this is my last complaint. Why they gotta kill off the little girl? I mean, I guess she died like a G.
But she went out like a G though.
She did, but why they gotta kill that girl off?
Well, if you
We
don't
seen
watch
that
it,
part already. That was.
well, you
before-
talk about everybody else.
Oh, you saw
Fuck
that?
everybody
saw that
else.
part.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he
that
saw.
was before they raised because she came
Okay.
back as
Okay.
as a dead. So
Just
I
checking.
I'm
like,
I
that
knew-
moment was cold. I'm like, oh damn. But that is what that is. I appreciate that we've had all this great entertainment in our lives, and hopefully the next wave of it, because we're starting to approach 2020, and that's
Yes.
starting to blow my damn mind
Yes.
entirely. And
God
so
damn,
I'm
2020.
hoping- yeah, man, it's a new.
I don't think
age.
I've said 2020 out loud.
That's what we're getting there, bro. This year's.
I can remember being in my
grandma.
grandma's house at 2000, like
Yeah.
wait for Y2K and shit.
I mean, I can remember growing up and watching.
I'm
this
dead
shit.
ass serious. I feel old as fuck.
So
right
next year on 4/20/20, do you get high like twice as much?
now. Ooh,
Yeah,
double dose.
Exactly. You got
Yes,
to. All I know is
yes, yes, and yes.
All
I like that. I like what you just said there.
Yeah, okay.
That's happening.
We're gonna have to make that work.
Hell yeah.
All
Reach
I
new
know is-
limits.
Balls all around. Got you. Okay.
All I know is this: we go into 2020. It's a new year. It's a whole new level of finesse out here. You got to watch out for it because the finesse is real.
It
as
is.
as you guys showed me an article today, a woman she got 20 different relationships to get 20 iPhones and flip those for
Boss.
something. Yeah, those are boss moves. But if you one of them 20 guys, you just fell for the ultimate finesse, my guy. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm not judging her specifically. Shout out to her for doing her thing. But I'm just saying you gotta let the internet know about these new finesses out here. Because I know everybody's got one that ain't nobody thinking about. And I ain't saying to go out here and dry snitch, but you don't want to be the motherfucker to send off all your Cash App money to the wrong account either. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out
So
for that
if
too.
you were one of the 20 guys that bought an iPhone for this lady, so should you be offended? Should you be upset about it?
I'd be upset at
Why?
myself.
You be upset at yourself.
Very much.
You willingly did it though. You still bought her a phone.
You
Fuck
still
if she
bought
had
it.
the
I
other.
finesse myself, yes.
But whatever she did with the phone is what she did with the phone, right? 'Cause
Exactly.
Facts.
you bought it for her, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
that's the finesse.
unless she was doing something like, I get it. She was like, yeah, I need a phone. My phone broke. Da 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 da.
No,
I get it. Then
that's
what I mean is I could get some anger behind that.
But that's a part of the hustle, ain't it?
But we
You
don't
fell
know
for
if
the trick.
she could have been just straight up. Like, yo, just buy me this phone because I want it. If you really feeling me, just buy me this phone.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. Then
She
yes,
could've been
nigga,
like, look
you
at my
deserve.
boobs, they're pretty.
Yeah.
Bitch, buy me a phone.
Nigga, you deserve every piece of this finesse. You deserve that shit.
Out of 20 niggas,
Give me more.
One of them, she kept it 100 real. Like, look, I got 19 other you idiot ass niggas. I need a phone. Here's my plan.
I got 19 more, you idiot ass
I
niggas.
mean, shit. That's how it is with the new day and age. I mean, every 5 minutes you look on Facebook. I don't know about y'all, but everybody on there look like, listen, all you got to do, I got this new scheme or whatever. Or just send me your card number. Or
No, that's true.
Some goofy shit. Like, no, I'm not doing that,
You know,
bro.
people aren't even that disguised. Like I've seen people just put up there, my Cash App is blah blah blah. 5 people send me $5,
But people do
And they
that
get
shit
it.
though.
and they get it. They get it.
Is that really the finesse though?
I mean,
It's a form of finesse, yes.
How would you even define it?
I don't know because like this is some new age shit.
2020, man. We gotta
Like,
look out for
this
new
is
shit.
like-
yeah,
I call it real world stripping. Like it's like
real world stripping.
like
Please.
you're not stripping, taking your clothes off, but
Please
you
don't
literally
do it.
you finessing niggas out your money.
Stripping is the oldest finesse in
Yeah,
the book. Yeah,
like
you're right,
by
you're right.
far. But
Mm-hmm.
like you literally just saying, "Oh, give me some money because I'm fucking fine," and
But
niggas
you
do
can
it,
do that now.
and
'cause
niggas do it. That's what's crazy to me.
I mean, that's like the basis of most Instagram models.
I was
though.
just about to bring
Facts.
that up. Yeah,
It is,
I
but
mean,
it's just like
yeah.
I think niggas that's willing to pay for shit like that, they deserve to get finessed out of all of their money, every
Women,
single
men.
dollar.
What about the old people catching the finesse out here from niggas walking around like the DTE man and shit like that?
See, that's a whole different thing.
That's also
different,
finesse
dog.
too, Tom. I mean,
That's
come on.
different, bro.
Criminal.
That's some motherfuckers just preying on like old
Yeah.
people and shit.
They-
Like,
they-
ain't no
they out
parts
here
of that
too.
right.
I mean, all finesses are real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but that shit just ain't right.
That's
It's a
fair.
difference from some chick post on Instagram like, "Yo, it's my birthday. Send me $5. Snap,
Yeah.
snap whatever the fuck." Versus some dude going to some old person's house on purpose, like, "Yo, yeah, your DTE bill," knowing that old people always got to research shit and pull up all they old shit and like, "Oh yeah, you actually right. Let me get my checkbook out." Fuck them niggas. I don't have time for that shit. Like, I got a grandma and shit, nigga. Like, I'll
understand,
fuck you
bro.
up if I ever like, I have no sympathy for that shit. But these niggas that's willing to pay some chick for whatever the fuck that they get for free off of Pornhub or whatever the fuck, you niggas is stupid. Y'all niggas deserve to lose every last dollar y'all fucking
But
got.
I'm thinking that it's more than they're just paying for pussy. They're paying for like personality and.
No, they're not. They're paying for a picture.
I mean, but
A
I mean,
picture.
but, I mean, they're paying for the idea that this person is connected to them in
Not
some kind
ever.
of way.
No, they're not.
No.
For somebody to be that fucking stupid to think that some bitch that has 500,000 followers is getting personal with your simple ass, your 50 follower ass. No, nigga, that shit is not
But
happening.
I'm saying that.
No.
But isn't that the art of it?
Yeah,
isn't that the
fuck
art
that.
of finesse?
That is. I
That's
mean,
the art of finesse.
I mean,
Old Stanley ass niggas.
Think about
Fuck that shit.
Stanley.
Think about the quote
Come
unquote
on, Stanley.
the quote unquote premium Snapchat. I'm gonna
Like,
pay you
get-
$25 for
That shit is the
Like,
best
kidding me?
finesse ever.
Okay,
But they
so
winning.
You gotta. I don't know what that is.
What?
I don't know what that is.
So Instagram
Oh my
models
God.
have upgraded from I ain't gonna say Instagram models, but basically women out here that are out here running a finesse game.
Mm-hmm.
They hop on Snapchat
Oh, I
and
gotta
charge for whatever shit. Like you could be on some extra freaky shit, kinky shit, straight hardcore porn shit.
On Snapchat.
Yeah. Bottom line is they've made it a way where I can charge people for it and say, hey, I'll give you unlimited access
Yeah.
to my Snap. You just got to pay me whatever you want to charge them.
Wow.
And
Yep.
and I mean, I've seen clowns out here paying. Well, I've seen like Snapchat girls charging $100 for
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, here's 20 pictures. Like,
Yep.
how you got your mind?
I'll give you 20
Somebody's
pics.
paying, though.
I'll give you 20 pics. A 1 minute FaceTime call.
Wow.
Wow.
Like that's how it's broke down like that.
Wow.
It's
Because at first,
a microeconomy.
when it first started happening, I'm like,
tricking
what the? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is premium Snapchat?
Yeah,
Like I don't
exactly,
understand. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this some kind of, or maybe it's, you know how you have like, what's the pay YouTube shit? Like you pay for it.
Oh, premium.
Oh, right.
I thought it was like that. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe you get some kind of other content or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's just where bitches like
Yeah.
take their shit off, or niggas too, and they just give you extra shit, but you paying for it. Like I don't.
The finesse is wide open.
Y'all niggas is stupid.
I mean,
I can't be mad. You gotta make your money how you make your money, right?
I'm not
Yeah.
mad at them.
I ain't mad at
Shout out to them for finessing that shit. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the stupid ass nigga that's willing to pay the shit. Because it's a lot of them.
Well, why you mad at them? Because he's a freak with money. I mean, he's just doing his thing.
If you think all of these niggas got money, a lot of these niggas are just like
So they
the in-home nerds kind of motherfuckers are just like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, get outside. Like, just, I don't know. I just don't fuck with it.
You can
It's
see-
too much like, that's like, I know I've talked about it before. Like, I don't go to strip clubs because I don't like being finessed.
Right.
Your whole job is to
Right.
make me feel good so I can give you money.
Well, let me ask
This
you one.
premium Snapchat is just like that.
I don't see it any different from my job. You know, honestly, I mean, I'm a therapist, so my job is you give me money, I make you feel better.
Wow.
About to say that's kind of finesse. I mean,
Damn.
come on, let me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you was actually like helping people and shit.
I mean, I am helping people. I mean, in essence, yeah, I'm helping people, but I mean, I don't do it for free.
No, I get. So it's not the same thing.
No, that is. That's exactly. The
It is
definition
not. That's
of a
like
finesse.
saying, okay, a doctor.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sick. I need help. I'm going to the doctor. No, that's the doctor finesse you, nigga. You ain't really need that shit.
If he,
No, I don't agree with
If he
that.
giving you what they call placebos or sugar pills, yes, he just finessed.
Nah,
your ass.
this niggas out here with
Oh,
real like
here's a
mental
$200
health
bill,
issues,
motherfucker. Come
Well,
get you.
and that shit is worth it. Like,
Absolutely.
I agree with that, but I still in this.
so you be out here finessing, motherfucker. Some people don't even need that shit. They good, but you like, you know what? It is really something wrong with you.
I mean, they paying to talk.
You know,
At the
like,
end of the
yeah,
day,
you
I
really
ain't
do
going
have
down that
daddy.
rabbit hole.
No, they be like,
I
you
ain't
really
going
do have
down that
daddy
rabbit
issues.
hole.
Like, what? I actually love my daddy. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you got daddy issues.
Hold on,
I'm just saying that I think that in any profession, you know, you paying for a service, you get that service. I mean, I'm not seeing any difference.
That's a finesse. That's what you're saying.
Yes,
I mean,
So any service,
Mhm.
anytime you have to pay for a service, it's a finesse.
it's finesse.
I
God
think so.
damn.
I think it like insurance.
So I go to a restaurant, get something to eat, finesse.
Finesse.
If you got some bullshit,
I go to a hotel, get room service, finesse.
if you got
Finesse.
bullshit service and you overpay for it, yeah, you definitely got finesse.
Go get an oil change, finesse.
Finesse.
If you
That don't make no fucking sense. Exactly.
no, listen, if you end up like me, get an oil change, and a week later your car dies, you got finesse.
You got
Facts.
finesse.
That actually happened to Sherm.
Yeah.
That definitely happened.
So
that
rip-
was a finesse.
rip to my old car. That was a finesse.
Damn,
I'm
that's
just
crazy.
saying. They out here, bro. They not. It's all about the dollar. They don't give two shits about
Man, fuck the world.
actual service. Like,
That
how can I
sucks.
get
You
money
go,
off
you
this
go into the
motherfucker?
store to buy one thing and you come out with 20 other things and not the one thing that you came with.
I mean, it works two
What is
ways. Yeah, I'm gonna finesse the shit out the grocery store. I'm gonna get
So
the
wait.
candy bag and stuff extra shit all in it.
So wait.
Yes,
You
I'm
go to
doing that.
Chick-fil-A. Y'all been to Chick-fil-A before?
Yes,
No.
I've been.
No? So they're super nice. Like most polite motherfuckers on the planet. Like that's a requirement. Every single time food is exactly perfect. It's great. That's a finesse.
I think so.
Absolutely.
God, that sucks.
I think Chick-fil-A is
I
one
don't
of
think it's a finesse.
the more overrated places.
That's
in
the
America.
standard because they're not trying to upsell you on shit.
They're even cut and
They don't upsell you on shit. They never be like, hey,
You want to try?
hey, get this, get
But
this.
it's
They be like,
literally-
okay, great.
It's
All right, we'll have that right out
But
to
here's
you.
my thing: you sitting in there in line for 40 minutes. and
No,
literally
not Chick-fil-A.
Sitting there, two
Shit.
pieces of bread and
Nah,
a pickle
bro.
and a piece of chicken. I'm good.
I
Not
don't
the
want
mall.
a pickle on my chicken.
Huh?
I mean, and it's Kels. It's not even like
Put
What?
a fucking pickle on
Oh,
my
fuck
chicken.
that.
it's not even like high quality.
Okay, I'm thinking
bread,
down
though.
south Chick-fil-A's. Don't listen to me then.
Yeah,
Because
no.
them shits is like that.
No, you get
2
like,
minutes tops.
I'm not
You
gonna
get like
lie.
a wet
2 minutes
Hawaiian
tops
roll
till
up
you
here.
walk in and have your food. 2 minutes tops.
when I worked in food service, and if I knew a guy had that like twinkle thing that y'all do in your eye when y'all see a pretty girl, I'm gonna smile shit out at that guy so that he can tip me before he leave off my. Out my
That's real. You got to get them
I'm
tips.
like,
That's
oh,
a
hey,
finesse too. Shit,
Damn, is
Yeah.
everything a finesse?
you better know how to finesse somebody. in
Is everything a
2020, okay?
finesse?
everything.
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 You gotta have a lightweight finesse or something. I mean, it's
Man,
How you, okay.
that's some
Have you ever
bullshit.
been to a bar and you bought a girl a drink?
Nah, I don't buy drinks.
You don't buy drinks?
You never bought a drink?
I get bought drinks.
You never bought a drink?
Okay. Finesse.
Yeah, but it was somebody I was with.
Because I don't buy no niggas
I'll
no
be
drinks.
real. I have never. I have never in my life gone to a bar with somebody I didn't know. I was like, hey, let me buy you a drink. I've never done that.
I ain't gonna
Swear
lie.
that on my kids. I've never done that.
You don't have a lot of light skin moments, but you saying
Nigga,
His light
was
skin
one.
powers is activating
Yeah.
right
how was
now.
that light skin?
that was
What's
so-
your
Why?
superpower?
Why?
You buy me drinks.
Why is that light skin?
that was like
Why?
because only light skinned niggas will say something like that.
Like I get bought drinks?
yeah, hell yeah.
That's a fact. I'm being real with you. I've never bought a drink for somebody.
I ain't lying. I mean, I ain't tripping on it. That shit was just hilarious. But so you've
Yeah, whatever. So be it. I
never-
am light skinned, so whatever. I don't give a
You
fuck.
gotta own it tonight. You
I
gotta
don't
own
give a
that
fuck.
shit. Hey, I ain't never been
I
bought
mean,
no
that's
drinks.
cool.
I'm not
That's
super
finesse.
light-skinned.
That's finesse.
No,
I'm just regular light skin. I'm not super light skin.
yeah, right. Yeah, you know.
That's finesse.
I'm not up there like
See, you light skinned motherfuckers got finesse powers, like Kale's is saying here. So you gotta use them. Fam. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
finesse powers. We some fucking superheroes, nigga.
Yeah, you go to
Hey.
the bar, just rip your shirt open, and you're
know?
like, oh,
Rip your shirt up and like, yeah, girl. Give me that drink.
I'm gonna buy you a drink right
Give me that
now,
drink.
son.
Hell yeah. Hey,
What kind of drink do you like?
I'm gonna try that shit.
It's dudes out here, like we was
Yeah.
talking about a long time ago with women running the finesse on guys for meals and shit. It's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
the same way for guys.
I've known a chick that literally had dudes saved in her phones for her favorite restaurant
but
she
what
liked
about
to go
the
to.
dudes doing that who got like, I got.
Oh, that
Angela,
happens
I got
too.
Keisha,
Bomb ass head, all that shit. That
steak
shit's saved
and
in the phone.
Steak and a BJ.
Yeah, that shit is real. Well,
Like-
realistically, everybody finesses everybody. That's just
That's the sad fact.
that's
of it.
that's like a trait of everybody.
Mm.
It's like breathing. I think like everybody finesses at some point.
It's a skill set too. I mean, because
Or the good ones.
you
Some
can't-
people suck at it.
I think marriage is a finesse
I can agree to a point.
to a point.
Because
do.
I've been married,
And
but I can agree to a point, but not completely a finesse.
Well, here's
because
my,
a lot of that is off raw emotion, trueness, all that shit.
well, my thing is just having Johnny Law involved in your marital affair. That feels like the finesse to me.
That's when
Like,
you
we
should.
gotta go to the
If you
government to
think
do
of it
this.
like that, that's when you shouldn't get married.
Okay,
You should not think of the paperwork part of it when you get married.
okay,
Yeah, it's a fact though. It is.
It
it is a
Be-
fact.
Getting
Yeah.
divorced, yes.
Okay,
Fuck that shit. That paperwork shit is some bullshit. That caused more issues than anything. Like, I completely agree. Like, I feel like if I needed to, I could find somebody and tell them my past and all that, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, fuck that. Like, let's just do this thing. Let's just be together, whatever." And I could be committed to that person, whatever, because the paperwork part of it, the judges and all that shit was fuck. That's a finesse.
oh yeah,
The court
agree with
system
that.
when you get a divorce is a fucking finesse.
Yeah.
Especially if you got kids involved. Man, maybe it's just state of Michigan, but that shit was fucking nuts.
I think I don't know how accurate the statement is, but I think Michigan's like mid-level. It gets worse for some states. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
no,
saying?
Michigan, if you have kids and you're trying to get a divorce, Michigan is the worst.
Wow.
Because they pretty much tell you, nah, this what you gonna do, nigga. I don't give a fuck what y'all agreed to on your own. Because me and mine was cordial as hell. Like, we was like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. 50-50 time. We don't want no child support, da-da-da-da-da. They was like, yeah, fuck what y'all talking about. We're gonna use this graph and this chart and calculate this, and this is what it's going to be. I don't care what you say. This is what it's going to be. Next, on to the next person. Like,
Gavel on your
what
ass,
the
yeah.
fuck? That's exactly what happened. And it's just Michigan that's like that.
So
Well,
yeah.
I tell you the art of finesse. Like, I literally can cry myself out of a ticket every time.
See,
I wish.
You know,
I got a ticket last month. God damn it. I was
I
like,
don't
hey.
see you trying to cry out of a ticket though.
I was like, hey, if it was a female, I would have did it, but it was a nigga.
But,
like,
yeah.
it was a nigga
That work.
nigga.
Yeah, I
like-
usually.
A nigga, like, you could tell he had been on the force for like 25 years, and he was just like, yeah, fuck you, nigga. Here,
Kels,
take this ticket.
are women raised with the art of finesse? Like, here, y'all just learning game. Don't
Or is
even
this some
realize it.
secret y'all can't tell us?
You know what I'm saying?
I think
It's
that,
done in
that
secret?
is instilled upon us that there are certain powers that we have as women.
I knew it.
You know,
I
but a lot of that,
it.
but you know what? A lot of that starts with like
it.
for women who are like starts out as daddy's girls, you know, because you know that who's the ultimate person you could finesse.
Dad,
daddy, I want this.
Just
daddy,
practice on.
No, this is true.
Okay,
and so you start there. I mean, like when I get in trouble, I start crying like a little bitch, man. My dad be like, all right.
How can I make this right? Well, I need like,
damn, that's for real.
That is
my punk ass daughter upstairs this morning. She don't want to go to school. Wait, no, she don't want to go to school. So she gets up like, I don't feel good. Pop, side, face, all of that. I'm like, are you sure you just don't want to school? You just stayed up late, whatever. Because when I walked in, she was knocked out. Oh, I have to go get her up. Like, you need to get up. Like, you going to school. I don't care what you got to say. 15 minutes, walk back in. I threw up. Where you throw up at? In the towel? Where's the towel at? I threw it down the clothes chute. Oh, did you? Okay, cool. Get dressed. I go down in the clothes chute, pick up the towel. Motherfucker done threw some water on the shit, talking about she done threw up. Get your punk ass to school. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they try it. And not only that, she got her punk ass brother involved in it. And he getting like, oh man, I don't feel good. I'm sick. Because what they was thinking that I was going to be like, all right, cool. Y'all stay here while I go to work. And they get to play all the fucking video games, Fortnite and all that shit. Nah.
So you never ran the finesse on your parents? Is that what you're telling me?
I did. That's why I was able to realize, like, you know what?
Though?
Something is amiss. I don't trust this shit. I don't trust it. So I sent their ass to school. But yeah, kids will run a finesse on you. Facts. Like, they will definitely do it.
Yes.
Now, my twins, they're going to win every time. I'm not going to lie.
It's over, huh?
They can do whatever. I'm going to be like,
that's
okay,
gotta be
whatever you want.
With twins, because they team up finesse on
Yeah,
you.
but they 5, though. So it's just like.
Oh, they getting good practice
I'm a twin,
on you.
So.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait,
what?
Were you a Wonder Power twin?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm a twin.
Okay. Did y'all like
That's
team up
dope.
on dad and aunt for grandma?
Well, me and my sister are like really.
Oh, y'all wasn't
different.
those twins.
Identical or?
No, we're fraternal.
Okay,
twins.
cool.
So we're very different. You know, I was more like, you know, your daughter, and my sister was more like she bullshitting, y'all. Don't fall for that.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Born with a rival and shit.
So,
she wouldn't let you be great.
So I'd be like, damn it. But yeah, I mean, that's the initial first person you learn how to finesse. Your daddy.
Yeah, I believe it because I'm going through it right now. But I mean, I still love him. But everything I'm realizing today after this conversation we're having that everything is finesse. I didn't pay attention to it as much.
Oh yeah.
But I can relate everything I go to. Like tomorrow, I'm probably going to be able to make a note of like everything. Like, damn, finesse.
You be like Neo in the Matrix.
Like for real, it's gonna be like my eyes are open to like green numbers scrolling down.
Oh yeah.
And my eyes like, damn, that's a
be
finesse.
A dollar sign.
Damn, this nigga just finessed me. This bitch just finessed me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like it's gonna be. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Because every single situation I'm thinking of is just like
the bum at the gas
at
station,
some point
you know?
it's a finesse. It's somehow, some way.
You can't even believe
It's
he
a
want
finesse.
coffee no more. He might be trying to get crack. Like, look, nigga, I ain't got
I ain't got
crack
that shit.
money for you.
I don't need that shit, nigga.
Oh, man.
Trying to get this on crack.
Speaking of crack, man, it's crazy. You say what, Fresh?
Oh
Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
Never
They
trust
do get
a long story.
they get creative with the stories now.
Yeah.
They stories that got gentrified now.
They're 2020 stories. I'm telling you, you gotta watch out for this new hustle and shit.
Shout out. So there's this lady. She be like 7 Mile area, like either the Home Depot or wherever. She'll be like in one of the like little motorized wheelchair things or carts or whatever, and she'll pull up on you, and she's been doing it. She has been doing this for 10 years. If you look her up on social media, I think it's like Wheelchair Lady, Detroit Wheelchair Lady, or something like that. And she has been doing this. No, it is funny because she's finessing you. She doesn't need a wheelchair.
Yeah.
She does it for the finesse. So she'll pull up on you, right? And she'll pull up like, yeah, my kids, whatever, our house caught on fire,
Oh my God.
This is an
Shitting me,
actual
bro.
lady. She a light-skinned chick.
I've met
And
her.
she might be like late 30s, maybe. But she has been doing this shit for 10 fucking years.
10 years, really?
And she'll
Wow.
pull up on you like, yeah, my house burned down. I got these kids, da-da-da-da-da.
Yes.
I saw her.
Yes.
And I'm like, holy shit, that's that fucking lady. I was going to get like a
Celebrity.
I was going to get like a screwdriver at a Home Depot or some shit. I'm like, oh shit, that's her. And she pulled up on me. I was like, I'm sorry, man, I ain't got nothing for you. Whatever. Maybe when I come out. You know, that's the finesse. And then you go out, you go in there.
Yeah, but she's waiting for you when you come out.
You go in there, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to watch. And I turned around and I looked. I'm right at this Home Depot. I turn around. Bro, she is rolling to like multiple people.
Yeah.
Like saying the same shit. And somebody give her some money, and then she'll wait a little bit, and then she'll just roll off to the other person and do the same shit.
Oh, I know.
Like, I bet these people could be getting dough off of this.
She got me once because I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, this lady is real. She ain't no myth. She's real.
I was having a good night. It was Saturday night. I had a little cash in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I get to the gas station.
This nigga, it was.
Oh yeah,
it was a warm, brisk day.
Oh yeah, I remember. So I'm going there, and like you said, they hit you with that long story to finesse. It was sad as hell. She like, my house just burnt down. We over here in Viking Motel.
Yep. Facts. That's
you
it.
know what I'm saying?
That's
we was
it.
On Fox 2 the night before. My
That's
heart
it.
is crushing as she's talking. I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. So long story short, I ended up giving her 10 bones. Like, fuck it. You know, I was in a good mood. I don't give a damn shit.
Yeah.
So like flash forward, literally a week later, I'm on the whole other side of the city.
No,
in a gas
dead ass. She be everywhere.
She popped up in that bitch.
She be everywhere.
The same song,
Yeah.
literally. Like, oh, I was on Fox 2 last night. No, I turned around, I was like, yo, I just sent you last week, and she looked at me like, no, that wasn't me, and called me.
No, dead ass.
Gas station, like. No, you're not about to finesse me like that. But it was cool. I'm just sitting there like, damn, that's fucked up, man.
I don't give like.
She one of them people that be chilling at the ATM. I
Yeah.
don't have time for people.
No.
I don't trust.
No, for real though, she do.
Get the fuck away from me when I'm at this ATM, fam.
No, I had a hard lesson when I was younger with my dad. We was going to a liquor store. It was off Rosa Parks, and we were walking up, and this bum was like, "Yeah, can I get whatever some change?" I had like 50 cents. I might have been like 12. Whatever. Gave it to him, whatever. Walked in the store. My dad looked at me like, don't you ever in your life give one of these niggas no motherfucking money. And I'm like, I was just being nice, Daddy. No, fuck all that. You don't be nice to all these niggas out here. You work for yours. Like, don't do that shit. And I'm like, that shit stuck with me for the rest of my life.
Flat out.
And then come to realize as I get older, you realize, like, because the nigga, he was like drunk, all this shit like that. Certain people, you realize, like,
Oh, this nigga
just trying to get some
First
shit.
of all, he a whole ass nigga taking 50 cents from
No,
12
for real, he did though.
Right.
Sorry,
Like, I legit, because my
whole ass
dad,
nigga for taking some money from
I'll
you.
never forget this. My dad walked in first, and then I was just like, yeah, here you go, whatever, da-da-da-da. And, like, I can remember my dad getting pissed, like, pissed. And when we walked out, he went off on that nigga. He was like, man, you taking this money from my motherfucking son? I should fuck you up right now. Like, he was on some real shit. And then I was just like, damn, I didn't, like, that fucked me up for the rest of my life. Like, he was just like, look, if you want to give somebody something, that's cool. If you got a guy out here begging, give him some food. That's fine. You'll stop all of that. He was like, I'll never say nothing to you for giving somebody some food.
Yeah.
Even if some food I just bought you and you give it to them all, that's fine. I don't care about that. But you getting, he was like, it's dudes out here. Like, I didn't realize it when I was little, but he was like, they doing it to support whatever habit they got. They supporting to get another drink or some more dope. That's what they're doing. I'm like, what? How they gonna do it with 50 cents? Not realizing like they gonna ask multiple people and get it. But life lesson learned.
Putting you up on the finesse game.
Yeah.
You know?
Finesse early. That, like, damn, the whole world is a finesse.
I'm gonna go back to my original point. He was a whole ass nigga.
Yeah, no, that was. No, that was. I remember
Oh,
thinking about
shit.
that. Like, damn, that is kind of messed up that he took money from a kid like that.
Like, nah, little fella, thanks, no thanks, you know.
Fuck that bum. He probably dead in a ditch somewhere by now.
Well, jeez.
Hell.
Hey,
I
whatever.
mean, that's a tough one to transition.
No, it's
from.
not.
But
I was like,
gonna do it anyway,
one more
okay?
thing. You know what the ultimate, you know,
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's a tough one to transition.
you know what
hilarious.
you know what the ultimate finesse game is, though?
Oh my God.
You know what the ultimate finesse game is? Funeral homes.
Oh, heck.
exactly.
Don't get me started on that shit, bro.
I mean,
That shit. Look,
You dead, but you paying people.
no disrespect to the dead people, but fuck funeral homes. Like, they get so much money
multiple thousands
off of your, like,
Yeah.
You dead.
grievance and like that is That
I
I,
think
don't
that-
have no respect for that.
I understand.
That's almost like how
Yeah.
how I feel about like certain churches.
Yeah.
Like how they finesse all these people where they driving around in the fucking like no bull. I talked about it before. 7 Mile and just past Schaefer here. It's this little bullshit ass church. Not like the paneling is falling off. All this shit. This nigga has a motherfucking Bentley. Not no, you know how niggas get like the old Bentley and shit. No, this nigga has a 2019 Bentley, and it's like a little hole in the wall ass church. Like you, nigga, you getting this money from all of these fucking people. I can't stand that shit. That's because you using majority of people is old. You know what I mean? So using them, but like the funeral homes, dog. The funeral homes, they charge you so much for nothing.
Yeah,
For nothing.
Unfortunately, death is a business that ain't never going out of style. So,
Yeah.
And that's what people.
You know what I'm saying?
Death,
Like-
religion, all that. People capitalize off that.
Yeah.
That's why I can't stand that shit.
religion's been one of the biggest finesses. Oldest selling pussy, that and religion.
Yeah.
Nigga, when I go, just fucking cremate my ass. Put me in a little fucking.
Put me in a box.
Maybe one of them.
and
They got
burn it
some
up,
trees or some shit.
Man. Yeah, you want to be come back
Yeah,
with a tree.
a tree or some shit. Just
Yeah.
put me in that shit and bury me somewhere, and I'll turn sprout or whatever the fuck. Do that. Don't pay no money for no fucking casket for my ass, because the casket was like $8,000.
And they don't
For what? For you to see for like 2 hours, and then you put that shit in the ground, nobody ever see it again?
That's the cost of a new Kia.
Listen, Tom's gonna have that funeral posted on his couch just like
Yep,
this.
facts.
It's gonna be that.
Dead ass. I'm gonna have a picture like,
Put a red
what
cup
up?
in his- put a red cup in his hand.
Don't give me no flowers. Donate to my kids, and let's have a barbecue turn up. That's it.
Now I know we're making light of death and all of that, but we did lose a great one, unfortunately, here
Yes.
just recently, as John Singleton passed away on us.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Only 51. He had a stroke and unfortunately
Yes.
passed away as his family decided they didn't want him to have him on life support anymore. First of all, I'll take away two things from John Singleton. He's extremely talented, and I didn't realize he was so young when Boys in the Hood and all that, when he made his bones
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that movie.
Mhm.
You know, being only 51, that's almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
20?
yeah,
21?
20 something. I couldn't even tell you what I was doing at 20 something. You was making
I ain't
iconic
gonna tell you
movies.
what
Yeah.
I was doing.
You was
Whoa.
bust it down, bust it down.
She was out there finessing. That's what she
Yeah, I
was
was about
doing.
to say, the
Thank
finesse-
God social media did not exist.
You was in
Facts.
You was in peak finesse.
I
game,
was thinking that
wasn't
the
you?
other day.
Yeah.
Thank God that shit exists when we was younger. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
but nah, man, it was, and it got me to thinking, man. Looking back at his resume and just how iconic he was, I don't know if he's gonna get the credit he deserves in the black community. At
I don't
the end
think
of the
so.
day. And I mean, I know Boys in the Hood is probably his most famous one, but a lot of people will tell you Baby Boy is their favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen
What?
that one?
You gotta watch it.
That's on my list. You remember?
No, you
That's
gotta
on
watch that
That's on
shit.
the list.
That's my. I actually can't stand watching Boys in the Hood.
Really?
It's too negative for me. I don't like it.
Well, I think we
don't
gotta
fuck with it.
put Baby Boy number 1 on Kel's list now.
Yeah, no, you have to watch that.
It's on my
Now you
list.
That is the
You have to
ultimate.
see it now.
That
I
is
have
the
to see
ultimate
it.
real life male female relationship. That's
No, that's ultimate nigga female.
yeah, it's
And I
facts.
mean that,
in
nigga.
California. Yeah,
And I don't mean black people.
No,
I
like
mean
nigga.
Yeah, because that shit. Fuck that
that's
movie,
true.
Okay,
That's true.
it is a good movie. You should watch
But
it.
it's good.
I'm gonna be interested in see how the reaction of his death is, if it's going to be similar to Nipsey.
Hell no.
And
No,
Nowhere
you
near
don't
that.
think so.
Hell no.
unfortunately, no.
Barely a fraction of that.
Yeah, because a lot of people like he made his bones in the '90s, so the stuff we're talking about is classics. New people, for one, don't really fuck with him.
Yeah.
I know he's been doing Snowfall. That's like the last thing that's
Yeah.
new of his, which is an amazing show, by the way.
But it's still not. He's not.
Like he's not directing. and
Yeah,
it's
he's
him.
not seen for, what he did back during the riots and stuff, like protesting and stuff like that. Like he won't get recognized like nowhere near like Nipsey. In this
in this
day and age, it's
Yeah.
just not going to happen. Like he doesn't have like a whole community and stuff he was trying to build, and he wasn't actively like relevant in the current society right now. Like he was just like, oh, okay, he did this, he did that. All right, that's
think
cool.
I think he went from like a Spike Lee kind of figure. 'Cause early '90s, if you were like a black person in the entertainment business, you had to have a sprinkle of like righteousness in your whole
Yeah, absolutely.
movement. You know what I'm saying? But as time went on,
Oh, he did. He was Hustle and Flow.
yeah, he did Hustle and Flow. Yep.
Okay.
But
I
that's-
didn't see that movie either.
That's to be honest, you can skip it. In fact, you can YouTube it. Just put it on YouTube.
It's
You'll
fun to
see
watch.
All of, yeah, it shouldn't be, but it is.
If you want to get some
it's sad shit in that movie.
The only relevant, I think, character that Terrence Howard has ever played is that.
Listen, he's been that character ever since.
Yeah. If you ever see the memes where they talk about Maine,
yeah,
what's up, Maine? What's happening? It's from that,
Okay.
and you'll see why when you watch it. That's Hustle and Flow was funny to me.
But I just think John Singleton, like a lot of that revolutionary stuff, that should kind of tailed away when he started making big money.
Yeah,
because he did Four Brothers as well. That was a huge movie.
Yeah, it was
with Mark Wahlberg and Tyrese and all those guys.
Didn't see that one either.
That's a good. That
shit
comes on TNT like 2 times a
Facts.
week. So
that's a good ass movie.
Like Harry Potter weekend,
and it's based out of Detroit too. So
yeah,
it's good.
It was great moments in there, but it's just unfortunate, man. I'm tripping that he was only 51, had a stroke. That's a very young age. I feel like to have a stroke.
Yes.
Even though us black males out here dropping like flies for no reason.
Well, I mean, statistically, black men are more at risk for strokes than their white counterparts.
Man,
is it the stresses of the world?
Stresses, diet, environmental. Yeah, and I mean, think about it. Like growing up, looking at your fathers, your uncles, your cousins, your male cousins, older cousins. Like, how often did you see them go to the doctor? How often did you hear them talk about health? How often did they talk to you about health and taking care of yourself?
That's the last thing an old black man is going to talk about with your
fact.
ass. The last thing on the possible planet.
I don't ever remember my grandfather talking about. I remember my grandfather down there chopped his pinky off with a circular saw.
Ooh.
This motherfucker he went in the house, told my grandma to get a fucking needle and some thread. She ain't had no thread.
Oh.
So she had like the the shit you tie the bread up with.
Oh.
Yeah, the twist tie.
He took the fucking little green part off and just had the wire.
Yeah.
And he did that shit. He did his finger.
He MacGyvered his finger.
I'm dead ass serious. He fucking did that shit.
Finger looking
and
2
then
days.
he burned the edge. He burned it with a lighter, ran that shit through, and basically sewed that shit up. And he twisted it at the end. And he had that shit in his hand for about 2 weeks.
Did your grandfather participate in World War II?
No, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying? He's
but he was
realest nigga ever.
he was just one of those.
Right.
He was just one of those, like he worked, like he laid cement. He was construction. He owned houses. He was one of those guys. Like he was one of those, like, yeah, get it done. Stop fucking complaining. And like I can remember us falling on the ground and shit. He'd be like, man, whatever the fuck. Like he'll go to the garage, get some gasoline, throw that shit on her knee, like chill, like you good. That's like crazy. He was one of those people.
Because there'd be guys like that walking around with a fucking bulging hernia for 12 years and never said nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but think about it. Like, how often do you guys have conversations with your friends or
never
with other male relatives about health and
never.
about going to the doctors?
Well, now we do. Like, I think we do.
Yeah.
But as far as like other people like work with or whatever, like, nah, I don't have those conversations with those. And we should. It's becoming a conversation because a lot of us are just like dropping dead. Yeah. Like I know of a lot of, like, at least 4 or 5 people that's just like drop dead that was my age. Like just like that.
That is scary as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but sometimes not even going to the doctor may help. You know what I mean? Like it just happened naturally, like you say. But
you said not going to the doctor?
I mean, well, going to the doctor may not help. I should say, like,
well, absolutely, going to the doctor can help because you go to the doctor, you go get your yearly checkup, right? Mm. They can find things like high blood pressure, hypertension. They look at your history, your family history. They can say, okay, well, if your dad, your grandfather, your uncle, whatever, passed from a heart attack or a stroke or cancer, you're at high risk. So let's talk about ways to kind of curb your risk for those kind of things.
Right,
like my father's side of the family, just about everybody, you can throw a rock, just about everybody on that side of the family has diabetes. And so like my doctor started talking to me, my mother has heart disease and kidney disease. My doctor started talking to me 10 years ago about how to take care of myself better.
Right.
And so I take care of myself better. I probably could take care of myself a little more, but like I take care of myself better, because of the information and that I've talked with and discussed with my doctor, also with other women,
True. It's more community nowadays. You can reach out and you can, and the good news about it, like 20 years ago, you couldn't do it, but you can go hop on some anonymous message board and just do it that way too. If you really feeling some kind of way, but long as you out there and staying on top of it, I can't speak on what John Singleton was going through because stress kills. I mean, he could have been stressed the hell out. That's more important to me. It's just like if you, as a black person, or hell, anybody in America these days, you're dealing with stress on some levels. Take care of that first, and you can battle the other ailments your body is having. But as long as you're dealing with that stress on top of the other shit, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Your body will never heal, and next thing you know, you're not waking up. So I'm just truly saddened to hear about, you know what I'm saying, a guy like John Singleton passing away
Rest
at
in
51.
paradise.
He did leave us with some classic movies, though, at least. So his work will never be forgotten. He made his mark on the world.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know, at the end of the day.
Yeah, Baby Boy. That's my favorite.
I'm hoping that with his death, though, it comes an opportunity for people to have conversations about health and about taking care of themselves, especially in circles with black men and with the next generation, though. That's what I'm hopeful for.
I think it's going to happen. We can lead the charge. I mean, it can start here. Why not? Shit. It can start here in the regular ass studios.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to be super regular with my response. Yeah, it can help, but I don't think it's going to bring any kind of attention to it. I think it's going to take somebody larger, you know, not saying he was irrelevant, but like somebody like people can relate to.
Larger passing away, you mean?
No. Like, I mean, like, so example would be like Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
You know, people are like, I feel like his passing caused like this shift in people being more about their shit, like business wise and all that shit like that. Because in his death, people realized like, damn, he was doing that much shit. Damn, that's fucked up. He got killed on his own community that he was trying to help. Like, I think that kind of shifts things a little bit to like, it opens some eyes like, damn, that was fucked up. Like, let's do something. I think that it's going to take somebody more, you know, I don't know, relevant. Not saying that John Singleton wasn't relevant, but just somebody that this society now can relate to more. Yeah. To pass from some kind of health shit suddenly to make an impact.
Well, first, I don't want anybody to.
No, and I don't mean it like that. I don't mean saying I want somebody to die, but I'm just saying the way as a people, as a society, we suck. Like, we just we move like horribly. Like, we just do shit like mindless and stupid.
I feel like in this day and age, it's easier to mourn than it is to just celebrate.
Yeah,
because I mean, you could be out here just doing. You could be saving puppies, and somebody will have a problem with it and have a problem with you. Try to take you to task.
No, I agree.
If you die tragically, oh my God, he was a
saint. And that's what I mean. Like, I just think like it's going to take something like that of somebody that's really relevant. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish death on anybody at all, but I'm just saying it's going to take that to change whatever, because unfortunately, like, we don't change shit based off somebody just like saying like, oh, we need to change it because you could die. We need to change it because the planet's going to die. People don't listen to that. People just like, whatever. Let me go to my McDonald's, then throw the trash on the ground. Like, they don't listen to that shit.
Salad, but this Big Mac.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to take something serious to change that shit. And I
think it comes out of individual thing when you go into the doctor and the doctor's like, hey, listen, we're going to have to take your foot, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you hear that kind of diagnosis, it might be too late for you, but it's going to sink in that moment. And unfortunately, I don't think it is a one person that could move anybody to motivate to go help themselves.
So let me ask you something, because, you know, I sleep with black men, but I'm not a black man.
A black man.
A black man. You sleep with a black man.
Oh, I mean, in the past, I've.
Oh, okay, cool. There it is.
I mean, like not right now in this moment.
Yeah,
you know, with a black man.
Yeah.
So I get the sense that a lot of times that my brothers think that they're invincible and that they don't
agree.
That they're not that they're going to live forever.
Yeah.
And they don't really connect with that mortality.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, would that be fair of why you guys don't take care of yourselves?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. I wouldn't say it's like a stigma. It's not like a not want to. I mean, I speak for myself. I don't go to the doctor like every year for sure, you know, not for the checkup, but I am current. You know what I'm saying? I do feel good. I feel great, but I couldn't tell you like my fucking cholesterol levels at this moment and my AOC, whatever the hell. I don't know. Don't get me to lying, but that's probably all a part of it. Just flat out ignorance. Just, hey. You don't know what you don't know. That's the problem.
I think it's more than just ignorance. I think that, speaking of like mental health and stuff like that, I think that a lot of times, like as black men, we kind of go through a lot of shit and we don't have those people to like talk to or like air that shit out. So we cope with it in different ways. Like we'll cope with it by eating unhealthy or drinking like crazy or whatever the case may be. Whereas, you got your white counterpart or whatever, they'll have people they can go to or whoever. And it's normal for them in their culture to be like, yeah, go talk to somebody. Hey, you got a therapist? Like, shit like that. Whereas in a white, society, it's normal for them to go get therapy and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Niggas, no. Like, what? You gonna do what?
Because
nigga, that's some pussy ass shit.
Like
you get that.
Though,
you know what I mean? Like
with stress, a lot of that shit, a lot of it is just talking it out, and that is a stigma in our community. Like, oh no, I'm not going to talk to a person like Kels. That's a finesse.
Yeah, well, it's more so like that's also a sign of weakness. Like you think like you're supposed to be like, oh, you're supposed to be a man. Da 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 da.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're brought up to like. You have to be strong and have to be this and have to be that.
Yeah. And
I get like, I think we like kind of took it the wrong way of what they meant. Like, yeah, you have to be strong, but that doesn't mean like you can't, you know what I mean? That extra wasn't put in it. Like you can still go get help, but you can still be strong. Like we don't correlate the two. We don't put it like, if you go get help, that's seen as being weak.
Yeah, that's it. Right. That's,
and that's the fucked up thing. In a way, it's kind of like gotten out of control. Like it's way out of control. Like it's going to be hard to come back from that.
And it's the killer part. It's gotten crazy out of control, but we live in social media where information moves at quick pace. So it's like we all know what mental health does for us and what it, how it can help us and how it can hurt us. So I don't understand how it's still a problem. It's still a stigma. I'm a big believer in mindfulness and knowing your mind and keeping it clear and empty.
Look at you using the terminology.
I'm just saying, because you got to do it, because if you don't, that stress will build up, and next thing you know, your knees hurt, your back hurt, and you know what I'm saying, your food don't taste right, you can't sleep. Next thing you know, you got gout in your leg. I don't know. It goes downhill. It goes downhill real quick. That's all I'm saying.
Gout. That's hilarious. Gout.
But man, it's crazy. So internet, we want you to just take care of yourself.
Yeah,
please.
Just out here and do
take
better.
a loved one to the doctor.
By all means.
Yeah. So shout out to you for tuning in this week. Kels, I didn't tell you to tell Soup for the intro. I think I it's fire.
Thank you.
We got to get some feedback. We just debuted it last week. We didn't even put an intro on it. We didn't put a title on it. We just put it out there, new intro. Fuck it. So if you're feeling it, give a shout out to us. Follow Super MC1. Just recent award winner, right?
Yes. So he won Best Rap Composer 2019 at the Detroit Music Awards.
Nice.
Yes.
Shout out.
Very proud of him for that. This is his second or third award, I think, in the last 6 months.
Oh, okay.
He won a couple at the Underground Hip Hop Awards. So yeah.
So shout out to him. You know. So he's affiliated, so that's good, man. But it was good. It was good. It was a good week. It was a good show.
Yeah.
What y'all think, Tom? You got any closing remarks tonight?
Go get yourselves checked out mentally.
Yeah.
That's just probably like the realest shit I could say right now. Try to do your best not to get finessed, and then go get checked out mentally, because like we need y'all out here. Like for real, just tired of seeing people drop off. So that's all I got.
Kels, what say you? I mean, you hear about people's problems every day. I'm pretty sure you're like, who hears about mine? I don't know.
Oh, well, I just bitch and moan on the internet, so that's what I do.
Okay, you one of them? You go to Twitter, just shout it out to the Twitterverse.
Yeah, just tell everybody.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, go look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself. Yeah.
I love myself all the time.
People don't do that though. I don't think
they don't.
Yeah,
you should.
You should, but people definitely don't. That goes all into that mental health part.
Yeah.
So tell yourself you love yourself.
Tell yourself you love yourself.
Well, tell yourself and also love yourself. Yeah. Physical thing too. You gotta do it.
So take
that how you want it.
You love yourself, feel on yourself, and watch out for finesses. Is that
definitely. Finesses are fucking real.
All right, so we get into 2020. The finesse is real, so let's watch out for it, internets.
Yeah.
And watch out for a new episode of the Blue Tigers Fitted next week, as we appreciate you tuning in this week, internets. So we're going to let you do your thing. Once again, we'll holler at you in a week. Blue Tigers Fitted, the Blue Tigers Fitted Show, BlueTigersFitted.com. Peace.
Peace.